Hello trainers, welcome back to Poke Patrol. Trainers, I have just gotten back from Safari Zone in Montreal, and I had a blast. This was the first time I had an opportunity to go to one of these Pokemon Go events. I've missed out on all the Safari Zones and the Go Fest in the past because they were too far out of the country for me to go to, basically because of budget and work and just who I am as a person, really. But I was finally blessed, and we had a Safari Zone event here in the Great White North. That's a nickname for Canada. It's not like a white supremacist thing. I live in Canada. So for this video, I wanted to break down the event for you and kind of explain what I experienced, show you some footage of what I filmed, and give you my overall thoughts of the Safari Zone Montreal. So first things first, let's talk about location and atmosphere. The Safari Zone event took place at Parc Jean-Drapeau, which I'm sure I'm mispronouncing and my girlfriend will make fun of me for it, but hey, French is a weird language. For those of you who don't know, Parc Jean-Drapeau is on an island off the coast of Montreal, and it took an excruciatingly long time to get there. From the time it took me to get out my front door to get to the event, it was an entire 15 minutes. Madness. So for those of you who don't know, I live in Montreal, so the event was very, very easy for me to attend. It was literally just 4 stops away from me on the subway, which I also live very close to a subway station, which makes it even quicker. So upon getting off the subway, I was greeted to Pokemon Go music, team flags, posters, and a giant archway, which welcomed everybody to the event.
Get the music playing. That's cool.
Upon entering the park, there were many other decorations, such as standees, the Pokemon Go team leaders, several booths doing giveaways, information booths, a booth where you could buy SIM cards. I don't know why you'd show up to an event like this without a SIM card, but hey, if you didn't have one, you could buy one. The weird thing was, though, that the SIM card booth was like halfway through the circuit. You'd think it'd be like at the start, but it wasn't. But whatever, you could get one. There were also 2 locations where you could buy food trucks. I personally didn't buy anything there because it was very, very expensive. I guess it's not true. I did buy a mango smoothie for like $8. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't very good. There was also plenty of hydration stations along the way where you could get ice cold water. The park itself was very spacious and accommodating for the first half of it. There's lots of trees, lots of shade. Overall, a good time. Second half of the park, on the other hand, very little shade. It was 28 degrees, which is like 83 Fahrenheit, 83 freedom units. So that's why I'm looking a little bit more red than usual, because I was in the heat for 8 hours with a little shade for half of it. One complaint that I have about the location is that the pathway seemed kind of narrow at times. There were literally thousands and thousands of people at this event, but sometimes the paths just weren't wide enough, so you get stuck behind like big groups of people who were just like taking up the whole pathway, and it just seemed very crowded. That being said, it was very cool to see that many people passionate about Pokemon all in one location. So to sum this section up, I'd say it was very well decorated and accommodating. There was shade for about half of it. The other half was very hot and on asphalt. And it was a bit crowded at times. Overall, though, not a bad experience. So next up, let's talk about the spawns and the shiny rates at the event. Some of the featured Pokemon at the Safari Zone included Yanma, Carvanha, Roselia, Aipom, Baneri, Ponyta, Diglett, Sneasel, Ghastly, Trapinch, Torchic, Trico, Voltorb, Aerodactyl, Pikachu, Scyther, Tallow, Zigzagoon, Tropius, and unknown letters Q, U, E, B, C. For Quebec, which is where Montreal is if you didn't know. Canadian geography lessons, people. Here at Poke Patrol, we don't only talk about Pokemon. We teach you about locations in Canada as well. We're educational. Please subscribe. Out of all the Pokemon that were spawning in the wild, 16 had potential to be shiny, and the shiny rates were obviously boosted for this event.
Oh, shiny. I didn't know.
Yeah, shiny?
Yeah.
I got early access tickets, so I was there for 10 a.m. when all the Pokestops first started popping up, and that's when I got most of my shinies. So I think the shiny rate for the first 2 hours was like extra boosted on top of the regular boost for the event. Overall, I personally caught 17 shinies during the event, but I think I was actually on the low side of things. I heard people like mention in passing they were at like their 20th or 30th shiny, so I think I just got bad RNG, to be honest with you. I actually ran out of balls twice during the event, despite having like 800 going in, but that's kind of my own fault because I was just catching everything I saw, and I should have probably just been shiny checking. On top of those Pokemon, you could also get Ninkatas through Pokestop quests, and boy oh boy, did I get a lot of Ninkatas. People who did the Safari Zone before me, I did it on Sunday. There's also one on Friday and Saturday, said that the egg pool was really, really good. The stops dropped 2-kilometer eggs, which could hatch stuff like Golett, Gibble, Dino, and Litwick. Best I got was a Lapras and a bunch of other garbage. But I'll take the word for it and say I just got bad RNG and there was a really good egg pool. That being said, it was a pretty decent Pokemon pool, nothing amazing, but nothing too bad. So next up we're going to talk about gifts and merchandise. This was the most disappointing thing for me, because there was just a lack of it. You literally couldn't buy any Pokemon stuff during the event. No hats, no shirts, nothing. As previously mentioned, there was some giveaway stuff, like this Pikachu hat, which is too small for my head. Like I couldn't even like get it halfway on my head. I've torn it twice trying to put it on my head. I just have a freakishly large head, man. You'll see that if you ever meet me in person. They're also giving away some stickers and keychains, but you know, it's nothing spectacular. I really would have loved to buy a shirt or a hat to have as a keepsake, but I guess Niantic doesn't like money. So, final thoughts. I paid $16 for early access tickets to the Safari Zone, and it was totally worth it. I can't really fairly compare it to Go Fest since I wasn't there, but I do feel like it was a little less spectacular than any of them, but still a really cool event. If you plan on going to an event like this near you, I would highly recommend getting early access. It's totally worth it for the shinies. Just don't catch everything you see, just like shiny check or else you'll run out of balls lost like I did, which isn't fun. Bring lots of food because food trucks are very expensive, and to be honest with you, the food isn't that great. Bring lots of water and sunscreen, or else you'll end up like crispy and red like I am. And finally, bring some friends, because an event like this is always more fun with the people you care about. It made me really happy to see thousands and thousands of Pokemon Go players all out at once playing the game. It reminded me of the first month the game came out when we were like really close to world peace, so it was a nice little walk down memory lane. I am a little bummed that I never got to see Trainer Tips or Mystic 7 at the event, because they were there. I don't know how I never managed to bump into them, but I guess I just missed them. That's really disappointing to me because they were huge inspirations to me, but hey, maybe next time. I did actually see the Trainer Club near the end of the event, but I had no idea who he was until after the event, so whoops, my bad. But mark my words, Trainer Tips, Mystic 7, when it's time for the next Pokemon Go event near me, not only will I meet you, I will be on your level, because I have faith in myself, faith in this channel, and faith in this amazing community that I've been building, that we're going places. Just you wait and see. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I was able to convey how awesome the Safari Zone experience was, and maybe convince you guys to go to one if there's one near you. If you like this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It is the best way to help this channel grow, and I need to grow because I want to be on the level of those two that I mentioned earlier. They are my role models, and I want to be up there with them. I think I have what it takes, and hopefully you guys believe in me too. If you want to follow me on other platforms, my Facebook and Twitter are in the description below, as well as my Twitch. I haven't really done anything with that yet, but I am planning on streaming soon, so be on the lookout for that. That's going to do it for me for this video, everybody. I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye, trainers.